we are gonna discuss is all about EC2, okay, one of the service in the AWS. So coming to the AWS, right? If you see, it was one of the most evolving cloud platform when compared to other cloud platforms. There are many cloud platforms as we discussed, Azure, Google Cloud Platform, and as well as Alibaba or many more cloud platforms that are available. Even IBM provides their own cloud platform and everything. But AWS is one of the most famous cloud platform when compared to everything. If we see, right, as per the 2022 market and everything, or the latest reports, AWS has nearly 32% share market when compared to others. Even Azure only has 22%, or Google Cloud Platform has 11%. So AWS stands with highest number of share market when compared to others. And it also even have like 1.45 million business actually around the world. So even the customer base is also very high for AWS. Okay, and also around like 69.28%, which having the revenue around $10 million, also use AWS. So that is why AWS is very prominent when compared to the other cloud services. It was very easy, user friendly, and all the documentations are very clear, even if we want to refer out for any troubleshootings and any other steps. So AWS is also the one which we are going to discuss in the upcoming sessions for our training purposes as well as the practical sessions. Okay, today we will discuss what and all AWS, like what is the EC2 instance and what we are gonna do and everything. Okay, so as you go, right, AWS we can access it very easily, and you can see here we all call it as the computing services. Here if you see, there are multiple services actually. Yeah, in the all the things you can find out EC2 or VPC, storage, networking, anything, whatever you want to configure on the applications, Elastic Beanstalk, storage, notification services, monitoring tools like CloudWatch. You will find a number of services that are offering by the AWS service. AWS Cloud Platform. Okay, so one of the main important you need to understand is, let us go through the UI. Okay, the UI we will go through, like here this is the AWS. If you want to switch on to the home screen at any point of time, you can click on this AWS icon. If you want to navigate to any of the services, you can click on the services navigation button, and if you have the idea on the service, you can directly search out here in the search bar. Okay, and one of the option here is you can even change out the themes and everything, just like how you do it for your normal local browser. Okay, and here if you see, there is one more option here. Here is your account ID. When you create it, you will get your account ID, and here is your account. If you want to go and look at your account, you can click on that account and you will be able to see all your account details. Okay, and one more thing is here, see, all the details you can find out here. And if you want to see your bill, right, we already discussed AWS is like a pay as you go model. Like it will only charge you like whatever the amount you are gonna use it. So if you want to track your billing and cost management, you can click on this billing and cost management, which will be on your user profile. See, user profile, and the option is billing and cost management. Okay, here you can click on the bills. In the bills on your left side, left navigate bar, you will see an option called bills, and you will be able to find out the billing period. You can even change it the billing period also from the upper bar. In the January, I don't have any bill, and you will be seeing it in the USD, that is US dollar. Okay, so this is where you can check your bills, and you can even enable some CloudWatch. Here is a monitoring tool which we will go into discuss in our upper classes. But the purpose of the CloudWatch is, if we integrate with this bills, whenever this bill reaches some certain target which we set, like you want to get alerted when the bill reaches $2 or $3. So if we set up this, then you will get notified like, hey, your bill is reached $2 or $3 for the services which you have utilized, and you will get notified so that you can take appropriate action for it rather than the bill gets exceeded. Okay, so you can always come here, you can check the bill and cost management here, and you will be able to see whatever you want to need. Okay, is that clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the next session, sorry, not session, next topic, right? Here if you see, there is an option called global. Okay, here if you see a number of some names like US East North Virginia, US East 1, Ohio, North California, Oregon, our Mumbai, Sydney, Tokyo, Ireland, Paris, Stockholm, and many more regions actually. If you see, there are a lot number of locations or something you call, but what we call as per the AWS is this is called a region. Okay, US East North Virginia is a region. US East Ohio is a region, and US East 1 is the code of this particular region. You will have the code name, right? Or something like roll number or something. Even when we used to do the BTech, I think we all used to have the roll numbers and our name. So even the roll number represents our name. Similarly, US East 1 is US East North Virginia. Okay, so this is the code name of this region. So what is a region? So currently, I am in the, if you see, right, you need to understand one thing. Here you are seeing a option called global. You are not able to click anything. Even if I click on North Virginia, I am not able to go to that region because billing is for the entire AWS. It is global. It is not only for a single region. Okay. So what if you want to navigate into, just go to AWS. I'm going out of the billing management section. I'm going out to the services section. Now, if you see, you can select the regions. Okay. So currently I'm selecting one of the region. See, you can navigate to or switch to any regions and you can work there. So what is the region that I am all discussing about? Region is nothing but a geographical physical location. Let us say we have this, in India only we have one of the region called Mumbai. Okay, in Mumbai we have a data center and the data center is in AWS. That means in Mumbai there is a building. Okay, this Mumbai geographical location is the region. So in that region you may have multiple data centers. You get it? Mumbai is a region. That means in the Mumbai area you will have multiple data centers. Okay, so this is nothing but geographical areas. When you are calling it as a region, that means in this particular region you will have some multiple data centers, either that one data center or two data centers or more than two data centers. So in this particular region you will have multiple data centers, and in the data centers you will be having all these services available. So that means if you are accessing or if you are working in North Virginia, that means you will be able to access the resources from the North Virginia region. Okay. And if you want to access the resources or the data center resources, then you need to switch to Asia Pacific Mumbai. Okay. And the only one thing you should remember every time is you should, whenever if you are trying to switch, right, let us say you have used some services in today Mumbai. Okay, you need to make a note of it, and even if you switch to another region and even if you want to work on it, you need to make sure that either you need to take care of all the resources, either you need to stop it, or if you are sure about it, like you have done something, if you forgot about it, the billing will automatically track about Mumbai. If you forgot, you have launched it, or if you have configured some resources in Mumbai and by mistakenly you went to North Virginia, and thereby you are doing again some practice or something in North Virginia, then the resources, the billing will automatically do for Mumbai. So whenever you track or do something, particularly fixed to one region, in any companies, right? The one most popular region, any company, I'm telling you 100% sure, they mostly use this North Virginia, which is the most reliable region actually. Okay, and if it is UK, they most of the times they will use this Europe, Ireland. Okay, and they will also use this Asia Pacific Mumbai and something, but North Virginia, Ohio, as well as this Ireland and London are the most important regions. Not important, that means you don't need to remember or anything, you can work on any one of the region, but in most of the companies if you work practically, right, if you have US clients, mostly their services and everything is launched in the North Virginia, and if you have a UK client which you are working for, their services will be mostly in the Ireland region. Okay. So you can remember that one particular thing. So region is nothing but a geographical physical location where you will have multiple data centers. Simple. Okay. Any query on that? Region part?
No,
No, right?
no.
Okay. So the next thing is availability zone. Now you just discussed about region. Okay. The next thing is availability zone. Okay. So what we said about region, a geographical area with multiple data centers in it. Okay. So what is an availability zone? Availability is nothing but this data center in that region or group of data centers in that region. You understood the difference? Region is geographical area. That means the entire area which is having multiple data centers. But what is an availability zone? You may also call it as in a short form like AZ. Okay. Most of the times you will hear the name as AZ going forward. So AZ is nothing but availability zone. So the data centers which we have in these areas, right? That is nothing but availability zone. Okay. And why we will be having multiple data centers in a single region? Okay. It is mostly for the reliability and fault tolerance. There is always a term I think we already discussed in our previous class while we are discussing this cloud computing. So fault tolerance is nothing but, right, there may be some cyclones, there may be some other issues, or maybe some tsunamis or some other thing happened, or maybe some power cuts due to heavy rain. Okay, so at that particular point of time, if you are accessing from one particular service, let us say from this one particular region, if you are accessing, right, let us say in this US North Virginia, let us say we have three availability zones. That will be like availability zone will be represented something like you have this code, right, US East 1. It will be something like 1A, 1B, 1C, or 2A, 2B, 2C. It will be some format actually on that. We will directly check it out. But it will be like that US East 1A or US East 1B. Okay, availability zones will be represented with A, B something. Okay, so US East 1 is the code of the region, and the availability zone code will be US East 1A, US East 1B, or US East 2A or US East 2B. Okay, so that will be like that. So let us say you have a region, and what we are discussing is, let us say you have you are in US East North Virginia, and you have your resources. But what AWS offers us is it will tell you like, hey, for your services we will provide you 99.99% of no downtime offering. Okay, they will offering something like that. So at that time it needs to make sure that there is no fault tolerance. Oh sorry, it needs to ensure the fault tolerance. That means it needs to make sure that there is no downtime, and its application should be up despite any failure or any issue. So let us say in our North Virginia, or let us say in Mumbai region, we have two data centers. In Mumbai, maybe Mumbai, I'm not aware of the places. Let us take the Hyderabad. Okay, let us consider Hyderabad as the region, and in Hyderabad, we let us take two of the availability zones. Let us say one availability is in Kokatpalli, and the other availability zone is in Gachibowli. Okay, so let us say in Kukatpalli, some storm or some cyclone came, and immediately the services went down. Let us say you are trying to access one of the services from that particular availability zone or data center. So at that particular point of time, your application won't go down, because in your region there is one more availability zone which is in Gachibowli. So obviously your application will be still up, because of uh, it will be able to provide the your data will be transferred to that particular availability zone, and your application will be still up actually. It won't go down. Okay, that is the main advantage that is being provided by the AWS, and it will ensure that you have the fault tolerance, and it will ensure you have the high availability, and it will make sure that your all your deployed applications are still up, even if any availability zone still goes down. Are you clear? Like why we have a region, and in a region why we have multiple availability zones, and what is its purpose of an availability zone? If you are okay, then we can
Yes.
continue on to the next topic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next thing, right? As of now, there are currently something around 33 regions. Okay, and four more regions are coming up. That means AWS is planning to uh, get into like four more regions. They want to launch it actually. Like you are seeing here, right? Like I will directly show you. Here if you see currently here you are only able to see only few regions. Okay, and it is also telling like there are 12 regions that are not enabled for this account. See, even in Hyderabad we have a availability Hyderabad is the region, and in Hyderabad we have the availability zone. So again you need to go and request from AWS, like you need to click on this manage regions, and if you want to utilize it more, then you will be charged for that, and then again you need to get the access from their customer care, and then these regions will be enabled for you. Okay, anyway, we don't need all those things, we just need one region, and that is more than suffice, which is a North Virginia or any other region. So what you can do is, like here if you see, right, currently all the regions are nearly around 33 which are there as part of AWS, and four more regions they want to bring it up in the going forward, which they have plans for. And AWS something around like approximately 105 AZs we have around, and 12 more AZs they are planning out.